Hi everybody, welcome to our little weekly training inside the Nails and Sales group. Let me just pop up my right branding. There we go. Right, I'll just give it a moment for some people to join. But today we are going to be doing a little free mini training here called Simplify Your Nail Business for Success. And I've got 3 things that I want to share with you today. So I'm going to dive into those in just a moment's time. Let me just make sure it's all working. If you are watching, then please let me know in the comments. Come and say hi. I'm just going to respond to people. I'm live now. Refresh the group and hopefully more people will come and join us. 3 of you have found us already. Let me know who's watching. Come and say hi in the comments. Also, there's a little StreamYard link above which you can click. So StreamYard is what I use here to stream this live into our Facebook group. So if you click on that, it means that I can see your name when you're commenting as well, which is fabulous for me. How's everyone's week going? Is everyone busy? I know, see, in Ireland and Wales, you are not open at the moment, so that's not good for you, but great time to work on your business. Talked about that a little bit last week. And for all those that are in England at the moment, you know, it's at the moment, as far as I know, we're all still allowed to work, whether you're mobile, salon, home-based, it's all totally fine, unless local authorities have brought in any further restrictions on top of the kind of main government ones. You're all good. So we are flying and we are heading into our Christmas season soon. Yeah. I had like a good chat with people in the NBSC. We did a kind of masterclass around Christmas, and you know, I really do feel, and there's lots of girls out there, lots of nail techs out there already that are getting booked up for Christmas already, which is fabulous. I know someone's just commented quite as hell. Please click on the link, StreamYard link above, and I know who's kind of commenting on everything. I'm just going to try and bring it up on my phone as well, so that I can see who's commenting on stuff. Here we go. Fab, there's quite a few of you watching now, so we'll start the training in just a moment. Let me know where you're watching from. How's business going? Grace has said she's quiet as hell, so I'm sorry to hear that, Grace, but you can definitely turn this round. I've got lots of nail techs inside of the Nail Business Success Club that are flying right now. Some can't fit everyone in, so if it's possible for them, it's definitely possible for you. And sometimes it's just sometimes a big shift in what we're doing, our mindset. But just know that it is possible, because sometimes just knowing that will help you to get the success that you're wanting to. And it really does come down to marketing, branding, positioning at the end of the day. So we'll be talking a bit about that today. We also have I just want to say a little bit, so welcome to like all the new people that have joined the Nails and Sales group over the last kind of couple of weeks or so as well. Lovely to have you here. So I'm Joanna Tompkins, I'm the Nails and Sales coach. I'm the admin of this amazing group full of amazing nail technicians. We're super positive here in the Nails and Sales group, so we're all about encouraging you to have the best businesses ever, and to seeing your potential in everything. And there is so much potential inside our industry. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom out there, but here is not the place where we are going to share that. We are all about encouraging and bringing some happiness to your Tuesday here as well. And just know, like, honestly, there are girls that are fully booked at the moment, and that's not the hit. I don't say that to make you feel bad, but if it's possible for them, there's nothing. I mean, there's lots of special things about them, but there's nothing special that they have that you don't. So it's just having access to knowing how to market yourself, how to sell your services. It does take a lot more than a lot of people think. And it does need a lot of hard work into it as well, unfortunately. But if you're willing to put the hard work in, you're willing to learn a few tricks and implement them into your business, then you know you can be that fully booked nail tech. You can be that award-winning nail tech that you want to be. You can grow your businesses. You can be fully booked. You can charge more. You can go and get that first salon you want to have. You can go and open that chain of salons you want to have. Like, you know, you can own a massive, like, multi-million-pound spa one day if that's what you wanted. Everything is possible to you. You need to have a lot of belief, a lot of hard work, and just continual learning will make a huge difference to you being able to go out and change your whole lives if that's what you're wanting to do. Right, let me dive in with this week's training. So is everyone in the UK here? Come and let me know in the comments. So I want to discuss 3 things with you today. So it's 3 ways that you can simplify your nail business for success. Now, the first one, I've talked about this before. We are going to be talking about it a lot more inside of our masterclass that we're holding 2 weeks on Monday. So just under 2 weeks time. And it is about having a niche. So a niche is basically a segment of the population, or a small, we can say that, a small segment of the population, or a small segment of your area that you specifically target with your nail business. Or beauty business, whatever it is. Now, when you're in, and there's a huge, I could talk about this for hours in itself, and obviously I'm not going to, because we're just like having a quick training here. But the main gist of it, just to get kind of your kind of ideas flowing on it, is that if you are in a saturated market, and we are as nail technicians, anyone can start up a nail business. It's saturated. Every single area is saturated with nail technicians, beauticians, offering nails in every different way possible, with every brand that we possibly have, and you can't unfortunately use that as an excuse as to why you're quiet, because every single nail technician in pretty much in the world, definitely in the UK, and most places around the world, will say to me that they have competition in their area. So, you know, there are lots and lots of nail technicians that have competition that are still fully booked and that are still growing their businesses. So again, it's possible for them. It's definitely possible for you. But when you are in a saturated market, say if you've got like 10 nail technicians within the 1 mile radius of you, and you're all charging a very similar amount, you're all kind of just very generic with what you offer, you're all offering fairly the same things, service is fairly the same, you know, it might be up and down a little bit, pricing is similar, because none of you want to charge too much, none of you want to go too little. That is when it's incredibly hard for you to succeed and very hard for you to be able to attract clients into your business. Now, by going niche, and I've seen it work time and time again, you basically polarize. So you want to turn off like a whole load of clients and go for one specific type of client. Now, this doesn't need to be a demographic. It doesn't mean that you can only go for mums, or you can only go for people in their 30s. It can be much deeper than that. So, you know, it can be something that you all share the same value. Like a great one is, you know, for those that, you know, maybe are really interested, like it needs to be personal to you, right? So, you know, if you're someone, what do you care about? So for example, if you're someone who cares about, you know, everything being like animal, you know, cruelty free, and maybe you use everything, you're vegan yourself and you want to use everything vegan, like that would be like a type of niche. So for example, everyone in your area is bland, and you're like, I'm the specific one that is targeting people that care about the same stuff that I target about, I care about. And by doing that, those people will, when you then advertise, and this is why it simplifies your business, because when you come to advertise, when you come to do anything, like that is your message that you're getting across. And people like your clients and potential clients have something to latch onto then. Whereas if they're just going, like they're looking at like 10 different nail places, like which nail place am I going to go to? Or it may be that they're not even looking for a nail place, is what happened with French and Drench a lot. But because you're advertising and you're connecting in a way, and you're making them feel like, oh my God, like this is someone who's like me. You know, if you're going on about talking about vegan and you know, animal cruelty, and that's something that they really care about and they really value, they might be like, oh well, I was thinking maybe one day I'd like to get my nails done. Oh well, this looks really good. And then like maybe you've got a new client offer or something, which we'll move into in a moment, and they're like, and boom. You know, this is what we had with French and Drenches. These people weren't people that were getting their nails done necessarily anywhere else. I mean, they might have been like every once in a while, but because we had such a strong brand and strong values, and we really put that across in our marketing, and we know we had a niche and we knew who it was that we were trying to get, you know, when they saw our ad, they'd be like, oh wow, like, you know, I didn't even think I could get my nails done because of all the things that I've got going on. You know, I'm going to try this out. And they'd try us out, and they'd love us so much that they would continue to get their nails done over and over again. And that was, you know, we weren't taking people away from other businesses. We were making our own clients out of what it was that we were sharing, because people were so like, oh wow, yeah, so I'll tell you, like our niche, and we didn't have this to start with, we didn't know this, it kind of transpired like the years kind of we went through, but our niche was busy working mums. It was a professional, they earned lots of money, they or you know, they had quite a bit of money. Not all of them were like really, really wealthy, but you know, they had some disposable income at least. They worked, they had kids. So it meant everything that we did with our business was based like to help those types of people. And by doing that, it meant, you know, if you were a busy working mum, like, and a lot of you probably work here watching might be, you know, and you're like, oh my God, like I know how hard it is to be a busy working mum. Wow, like this company seemed to understand that, you know, and yes, you're polarizing all those people that maybe aren't busy working mums, but that's fine. And this is where the whole thing lies of you having success in your nail business, is that if you go bland and you try and attract everybody, you are barely going to attract anyone. If you go niche and you know who it is that you're trying to target, then those people are like, yes, this nail tech is the one for me. And, you know, you are going to have much more success. And I see it time and time again. Let me know in the comments, does anyone have a niche already, or is it something that anyone's thought about? The second thing I wanted to say to simplify your nail business, which most of you will, actually no, I'm going to leave that one to the last. The last one you're not going to like. The second one I'm going to talk about is about having a plan for your marketing. So a way to simplify your business is to not go at your marketing gung-ho like all year round forevermore, and just you don't want to do marketing that's just reacting to everything all the time. So for example, if you've got a quiet time, you're suddenly like, shit, like what am I going to do? Like I've got to do this, I've got to get all these posts up, blah, 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 blah. And that can make for a very, very stressful business. I've been there, we've all been there, but it can make it very stressful. And what you want is a clear marketing strategy for specific parts of your business. So you need a strategy in place that's going to attract new clients into your business. You need a strategy in place that's going to keep those clients coming back over and over again. And, you know, it's a collection of a lot of things together that are going to do that. And you need a strategy that's going to start helping you to make more money out of the clients that you currently have. So having them coming back more often, but having them spending more as well. So there's three kind of areas to your marketing that you need to think about. I'll just give you a little kind of example of like a new client kind of thing at the moment, is that most nail techs, beauticians, in fact, most kind of entrepreneurs that don't understand, so I'm just going to sip my drink, that don't understand too much about marketing, just think that, you know, you can just post on social media every now and then, or, you know, you might even be trying a lot more than that and posting every day, and not really getting anywhere. And the thing is that we can post as much as we want on social media, but if we don't have anyone following us and we haven't got a marketing plan and strategy in place to either increase the amount of people that are following us, or give these people a reason and a reason to basically book in with us now, then you are going to find it really, really difficult. And, you know, there's tons of nail techs that have joined the NBSC, the Nail Business Success Club, that had been doing things. They think they're doing things, and then when they find out what we actually teach in there, then, you know, a few weeks later they start seeing the results, because you need a plan of action in place, and it's taking people on a process. So if you think like, you know, within your local area and within the areas that you think people will travel to you, or if you're mobile, you travel to them, like how many women are in that area? Probably thousands, like maybe hundreds of thousands, depending on where you live, maybe hundreds if you live in the middle of nowhere, but you will have a big pool of women to try and entice to come into your business. Now, you want to take those. Now, if you think, well, okay, well, for me to get fully booked, I don't know whether you work part-time, full-time, you might need 100, you might need 200, like people in total for you to be completely fully booked all the time and have like a waiting list. Like that's where everyone wants to be, right? And so if you can have a plan of action in place and a marketing plan that's going to take people from, at the moment, probably most of the people in your area don't even know you exist, through to actually booking in with you and continuously coming back with you, it's going to really, really simplify your business. And then you're not having to do all this crazy marketing all the time and trying to keep on top of everything all of the time. Because once you have a strategy in place for keeping those new clients coming in, it's going to make things much, much easier for you. And like, just, you know, having that, sorry, I was just checking the comments on there, and having that new client strategy really is one of the most important parts of you running a nail business. And I know, like, when we become nail techs because we're great at doing nails, or we want to be great at doing nails, but you need to be equally as interested and equally as well trained in marketing and selling your business as you do in doing nails, unfortunately. Otherwise you are never going to get to do the thing you love, which is actually doing the nails. So having like a new client strategy in place is really, really important. And you know, there's tons of things that you can do to that, but essentially it's building awareness first of all, so really getting your name out there in the local community, building up that know, like and trust, so that they know you, they like what you're doing, and they feel like they can trust you, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, especially for a lot of you that maybe don't work in a salon, like maybe you're working from home, or maybe you're working mobile. Like, for people to have book in with you, they need to really, really trust you before they're going to book in, or before they're going to invite you into their home, or before they're going to feel confident enough to book into to walk into your home to get their nails done. And so you have to continuously build that, like through like your social media or your website or your email list, and really make them feel like, you know, they can trust to get their nails done with you, and give them a reason to get their nails done with you. And thirdly, the third way I want to tell you, which I'm like, yeah, you're gonna like it, you're not gonna like it. There is a great way to simplify your nail business, and that is to put your prices up. So my hair's such a mess today. So if you, I know everyone's really, no, I'm not putting my prices up, if you charge the same as everyone else or a low amount, if you have come to the price of your services based on what everyone else charges, or you have come to the price of your services, just picked it out of thin air and you don't know what your costs are, if you are scared to charge more because you think clients are not going to book in, then running your business is going to be so much harder. Like, I see, sadly, so many nail technicians out there that are charging and making probably less than minimum wage running a business, and it should not be like that at all. Like, if you want to go and earn minimum wage, go and get a job in a salon working for someone else, where you're not going to waste all your time and money growing it. Like, if you want to have a successful business, if you want to be fully booked, and I know this sounds bizarre to most people, but if you want to be fully booked, one of the easiest ways to do it is to put your price up. Like, it is, but you need to put your price up, and you need to have a brand and a business that reflects those prices and positions itself like that. It's no good putting your prices up but not knowing how to advertise your services, because you know you're not going to attract anyone. No one knows you exist. So whether you've got your prices, whatever your prices are, if you're not advertising correctly, you don't know how to bring new clients into your business, then it's not going to make any difference. But by charging the same as everyone else, you're really going to struggle to stand out. I know lots of nail techs think, oh, but if I charge more, I'm going to get less business, less people are going to use me. You know, I hear a lot of the time, oh, but I can't even get clients based on the price that I'm charging at the moment. And I'll say again, it's because you're charging the same as everyone else, and there's the people that are looking to get their nails done have got no connection with you. They've got no reason why you would be more expensive than the other one. And to give you kind of an example in terms of like nails, like with French and Drench, you know, we were charging, so we started at 25, so it's like reasonable. Like when we first started, went right up to the price of £40 for a shellac in the end. And so that was double what a lot of other people around us, when we were working mobile, that was double kind of what a lot of other people were charging. But we really had to charge that, because we had a lot of overheads, we had staff and things, so we had to charge that kind of price. But the more we charged, the more niche we became, and the more niche we became, the more busy we got. You know, we had 5 members of staff all doing nails, you know, towards the end, before we closed it. So you know, it is totally possible. If you charge more, there are people out there, so what I think is really, really important to get across, which I haven't kind of said yet, is there are people out there that want to pay minimum amounts for the nails. And that's fine. There are many salons and many nail techs that are already servicing those people. If you want to simplify your business, charge more, because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of people out there that are looking for a service that's better. They are not looking to pay the minimum amount. They have money to spend. They have money to spend on themselves, and they want a good thing, and they don't really mind how much it is. They'll like think of the things that, like, there's so many things out there. Like, every single product out there has cheap options and more expensive options, and depending on where you are, what kind of job you've got, what the type of person you are, you will buy a certain thing. It's like handbags is a really good example. You can go and buy the handbag the job is to hold your stuff in it, or I could do that with a plastic bag, right, for free or for 5p. But I don't want to do that. So I'll go out because I don't want to be walking around with a plastic bag, because to me, that seems like I've got no money. People are going to look at me and think, she's a tramp. Why is she walking around with a plastic bag? So I spend money, which I don't need. I don't need to buy a bag, do I? I could just use one of the 100 that I've got under my stairs right now. But I choose to buy a nice bag to put my stuff in, even though I don't need it. And the same thing goes with absolutely every single product and service, like, in the world. There are cheap options and there are expensive options. You can get cheap stuff like in so many places now. I'm specifically talking about now. It's like there are so many people that are offering it for cheap that is why you're struggling to get clients, because you are in a very, very saturated market and in a very saturated niche. If you can pull yourself out of that and have that strength to charge more and to go for people that have more money and that are wanting a better service, and you have the branding and the positioning to back it up, like, honestly, you'll find things so much easier. And by having more money come into your business, the whole of the business is more simple. You don't have to work so much, so you're not so stressed, you're not so tired all the time. Your clients are more likely to come back, and they're more likely to buy retail from you because they have the money to do those types of things. Charge a low amount, you're attracting people that don't really have the money to get their nails done. They're getting it done as a one-off treat. Go for the more expensive. Honestly, they're going to come back over and over. They like getting their nails done. They like the feel of it. They want to have it done. They can afford to get it done. It really, really makes a difference, and just means that, you've got more money to spend on your product. So you're not scrimping and worrying about, oh, I need to get this new collection. Oh, I can't afford it. Like, I'm going to have to, borrow the money from someone else to get it. Like, if you're charging a good amount, you can afford all the things. And it's not, at the end of the day, just come down to how much you pay yourself. It's, all of those added extras that we don't necessarily think about when we start. It's having to go on the extra training that you might need to do. It's having to go and learn about marketing that you might not actually know about. It's all there's hundreds and hundreds of things that we don't think about when we're first starting out, or that we think we can do without, but actually we really need to do. Let me just see if there are some comments, or if anyone's got any questions at all. Louise says, so if you're mobile and don't have the overheads, what is an ideal price bracket to charge? So this is a great question, Louise. So if you are mobile, I'll talk about this quickly. If you're mobile, you have the most expensive overheads ever, which is time. So time is one of the most expensive resources like ever. We only get a certain amount of time in our one life, right? And we are wasting it for our clients traveling to and from them. So I know, because we were mobile, that we would spend at least half an hour getting to the client, setting up, getting back, doing all the things that we need to do mobile. It's harder. Now, a lot of people think, oh, well, because I'm mobile, I don't have any overhead, so, I can't charge as much as they do in the salons. And that is a wrong belief in my eyes, because I can prove that it works, because we did it with French and Drench and we had over 800 clients booking it in, is that you need to value yourself. Like, you are saving your clients time. That is the thing so you haven't got overheads like a salon has, for example, although you do need like a lot more marketing than a salon on a high street. So you do have overheads, but you are saving them time. They only have one life, and you are saving them that time. You are saving them that stress of having to travel into town, to park, petrol money, blah, 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 everything. And you are taking that on board, and you can only do one client for every 1.5 a salon does. So you are like easy down £20 on every single service that you do. So that is why you need to charge the same, if not more than a salon. And if anyone asks you why, you know, oh, you're so lucky you don't have any overheads, like say to them, my overhead is my time. Like I can only do one appointment for every 1.5 a salon does. It makes sense. And with people, I'll just say like quickly as well, like people that work from home, if people ever say to you, I don't have, you know, how do you charge? I mean, people shouldn't be saying this to you anyway, but if you want to justify it in your head, how can I charge the same amount as a salon? Well, because you're inviting people into your home. Like this is a very exclusive one-to-one service these people are getting that they would not be getting in a salon. And that's the difference. You are also probably in a area where they can literally just walk to you, again, saving them time rather than going into the salon. So use these things to your advantage, and don't underestimate like the way it is that you work as that not being a proper business, or that not being worthy of charging the same as a salon does. Like you so are worthy, like whichever way you work. Is it Felicia or Felicia? Sorry. She said, you have fuel and time, which is your overhead, insurance, car wear. Yeah. And it is like, I know, like I used to think as well with French Drench, oh, it's only like a few pounds here and there. Like it's not, it all adds up to a massive amount. Cool. Right. I just want to share with you quickly, we have a free masterclass, which is like this on like heat in 2 Mondays time. I'm just going to pop the link into the comments here for you. If I can, 1 second. I've lost my voice now as well. This could be 1 second. So we have a masterclass, which is taking place on the Monday, the 9th of November. It's completely free. I'll just pop the link in the comments there. And it is going to be a 90-minute masterclass, and it's called The Best Kept Secrets to Being a Fully Booked Nail Tech. And I'm going to be going more into depth about kind of niches, but other things as well. It's going to be absolutely jam-packed. We did it once before, and it was amazing. And I'm really, really excited about it. Now, it's not held on Facebook. It's held as a webinar, so we call it our masterclass. So you must sign up for it. There are limited seats available, and it's all online. So you'll just basically log in at 7 p.m. on the 9th of November, and then it's a 1.5 hour masterclass. If you're not able to watch it live, as long as you've signed up, you'll be sent a link which you can then watch within 48 hours of the link being sent. So I'm really excited about that. I always get nervous on the day, but I am super, super excited. I've got so much to share with you on it. And I really think it will really help so many people. And hopefully you might have a few aha moments that kind of open up like the whole of your business to you, and really start, so that you can start seeing kind of what really is possible and where you can take this. Because like I said at the start, like this is an amazing industry and we have so many opportunities within it. And really it does start with being able to get those clients in through the door and start picking up that little bit of momentum. Because once that starts happening and we start to have a little bit of success and we start to get a bit busier and we start having more confidence, which is a big thing for most of us, it's then we're able to bring those clients back over and over again. And that's when we get busier. That's when we can increase our prices again. That's when more opportunities start coming for us. You know, we start getting asked to feature in magazines, we start being able to enter competitions, we start to be asked to, you know, work with other businesses and get our name out there more and grow, you know, our name within the industry if we want as well, you know. And then comes even more opportunities and more money, and that's when you can really, really expand to wherever you want to be. Like, you know, if you're wanting to be the next Marion Newman, like you can go and be the next Marion Newman. You know, if you're wanting to become, I mean, I never ever thought, like when I started, so I'll just tell you quickly, like when I started French & Drench like 5 years ago, I just had my son, never done nails before, started French & Drench. Like little did I know that 5 years later, I would have been an award-winning nail technician, grown like an amazing business, and now have become a business coach for other nail technicians. Like I never ever would have thought that would happen. And so it just shows like what can be achieved in just a short few years, if that's what you're wanting. And, you know, you really can take this wherever you want. Like if you want to travel the world to doing nails, like, you know what, that is possible for you. Like whatever it is that you wanted to do, it is possible. So sign up for the masterclass. I look forward to seeing you all over there, and I will see you all soon. Bye.